Expressing yourself on the guitar, it's easier than you think. Hey everybody, if you're new here, my name is Dimitris. I'm an artist, music producer and a guitar player. Over the past 20 years, I've been learning how to play the guitar, and in these videos I want to share with you some of the important lessons I've learned throughout this journey. One of my favorite topics to teach is guitar phrasing. So guitar phrasing is the art of self-expression using the guitar. I've broken it down into 3 sections and I have 1/4 as a bonus one at the end of this video, so make sure to stick around to learn what this is. So the 3 pillars of self-expression are: number 1, it's note selection. That's pretty straightforward. It's the notes we choose to play. Think about it when you're learning a new language. The alphabet is the most important thing to know. With the alphabet, you are understanding the language, where you can take the letters, create words, and then using these words you can create phrases. Using the phrases you can create sentences, and then you can create books and express yourself. That's the ultimate goal. So from learning the alphabet all the way to expressing yourself, you have to understand the letters, the words, the sentences, and so on and so forth. So understanding the notes is very similar. It's the same way we approach scales, that scales create chords, chords create chord progressions create songs, and then that comes with self-expression. So that's pretty straightforward, but really important to know what notes you can use or you could use. The second pillar of self-expression is timing. Timing is really important in the same sense as you're speaking. If I decide to speak very fast or slow down my pace and speak really slow, the way I'm interacting with you right now, you as a viewer and me as a speaker, it affects our mood, it affects the way we interact, and potentially it affects the way you feel about me. It's a very similar way that I approach playing the guitar, especially when it comes to a solo. If you give the listener something that has a consistent timing, it's not exciting, it's a bit repetitive and a bit boring. So try to break down the patterns, try to break down the way you're playing and how fast or how slow you're playing things. For example, if you know a lick, try to play it slower than you know it, or try to play it faster than you know it, and try to mix and match the two. Even play half the lick you know fast and then slow it down, or vice versa. Try to experiment with this part. And the third pillar of self-expression is dynamics. The same way as I'm speaking to you right now, if I decide to be really quiet and slow my pace and slow my expression, or if I decide to be really angry and shout, it changes the way I am sending a message to you and then the way you receive the message back. It's really similar to timing, where you can influence somebody else's listening experience listening to a piece of music. Try to experiment with how quiet or how loud you play a lick. Pick a lick that you like and play it in a normal loudness as you play it now, and try to play it as quietly as possible, and then once you do that, try to play it as loud as possible and see how the same lick can have a few different ways that you can play it. It's really powerful because the more detailed you can go about it, the more complex things can be. And lastly, the secret bonus I kept from you is the 4th pillar that I like to call it. It's not necessarily a pillar, but it ties together everything we've been talking so far: note selection, timing, and dynamics. And this is storytelling. In a very similar way as you were watching a movie and you are really engaged and really focused on what the movie was about, we can create a story using guitar and using a guitar solo or using music. Think about it like that. Any song you know already sparks an emotion to you. That's why you like it, that's why you're listening to it. the way that story unfolds and it plays out, this is exactly what it's doing. It creates emotion to the audience and the receiver. Think about it like that. Any song you know, there was a purpose why that song was written. And if a song is good and if the creator is honest with themselves, you can feel this emotion while listening to this song or album or, you know, a piece of music. So you as a guitar player, what you can do now is take these three elements, the note selection, timing and dynamics, and try to piece together a story. It's a very similar thing as, for example, if you're watching Spider-Man, where you have, you know, the love scene and the action scene and the highs and downs and, you know, ups and downs. You can create the same thing for your listeners. So you can have a very loud and powerful moment and then a very quiet and low and intimate moment. So it's up to you on how you can take these dots and connect them and piece them together to create a story. It doesn't have to be long, it doesn't have to be complicated, but it has to have a beginning, a middle and an end. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you enjoy this one. This is one of my favorite things to teach my guitar students, and if you're interested to know more about the things we've been talking about today, I have a 4-week live workshop where 9 of us join a Zoom call every Saturday, and we talked about these 4 pillars of self-expression on the guitar. If this is something you're interested in, I will leave a link down below with the next available workshop, and if you have questions about it, please let me know in the comments below. Anyway, thank you for watching, thank you for sticking to the end of the video, and I hope you got something valuable from it. If you did enjoy this video, please leave it a like, it helps so much. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. Anyway, my name is Dimitris and thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one.